Good morning, everyone. This is Joe and welcome to Ohio Woodburner. We are a small firewood delivery service here in Northeast Ohio, and we post videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and we show you all of our successes and our setbacks, our business decisions, and today we're going on a delivery. This is going out later this afternoon. This is a half cord of ash. We're going to be doing some production this morning too. I'll show you some things that we have set up for our production schedule. That delivery is going to go out after lunch. And what we're going to do now this morning, I'm going to make some firewood. I'm going to make as much as I can before I got to get cleaned up and make this delivery. But here is our wood pile today. Come on over here. Here is our challenge today, guys. I gotta roll these bigger logs up to the machine, and I have already gone ahead and cut them all in half. It just makes things easier on me to move logs around, especially when they get a little bit bigger in diameter. They roll better, they go up onto the machine better, they're easier to control. I want to show you how I cut these in half. You know, I just don't cut them in half indiscriminately. I try to be strategic with making it come out at least the one end to not have an offcut. So I'm going to have all perfect 16-inch logs. The other end might have an offcut, but I take it one step farther. Some logs might have a weird end to them, and I'll make that on the tail end of the log. So if the offcut is on that end, you know, that ugly wood gets thrown into my own wood pile. I made myself a tape measure and I put magic marker marks on it, which accounts for the kerf of each cut. So when I mark my logs, I know that this first end is not going to have an offcut on it. I'm going to have all 16-inch logs. Now this side might have an offcut, but this is why I measured it from this direction. Come over here. So this end here has a weird shape to the end. If I have an offcut, it's going to be this part that's going to get wasted. And if it's just too short, it's going to go into my wood pile. And that way I'm not wasting wood. So I'm going to roll some logs up to the machine. And once my logs for the day are in place, then we'll get the machine warmed up and start making firewood. Maybe you noticed the subtle hints, guys, but we are now using Logrite tools here at Ohio Woodburner. And I am using the Hookaroon and the Peavey. So if you've ever noticed about the way I'm working the wood pile, you've probably noticed that you've never seen me rolling logs before. And I think, if I'm being honest, it's because I'm embarrassed. I know some of you guys are always looking out for my better interest, and I am grateful for that. But, you know, I would just do this. I would just bend down, pick up the log, and roll it. I never really had any tools to work around the wood yard before. So I can't speak enough, though, about Logrite. I reached out to them, you know, like on a website where they ask, you know, if you want to contact someone, put in your name and email address. How many times have you done that and you've never gotten a reply back? But I got a reply right away from Logrite, and it was their customer service, very helpful people. And the next thing I know, I'm talking with the owner, Tammy. And you know, my hope is that I'm professionalizing the channel, but I'm also saving my back. I got this theory about firewood that when you're working with firewood, nothing good happens from here down. You know, the more you got to bend over and pick stuff up off the ground, especially when you start getting into your upper ages, you always want to look for a mechanical advantage. And I think that's what we got here. So this is the Hookaroon. So there is a Hookaroon and a Pickaroon. Just subtle differences. The Pickaroon is straight, the Hookaroon's got the curve to it. These are better for picking logs up off the ground. The trade-off, you know, it's hard to get them out of the woods sometimes. And this is the Peavey. And the Peavey is a very close relative to the cant hook. The difference with these, the Peavey has a pointy end. The cant hook's got like a little hook, which makes it a little extra grippy. So the first thing though that I noticed about tools is, you know, these are like really light. They're made out of aluminum. And if you've ever picked them up with the wooden handle, you know how heavy that they can be. I just got this belief about tools. You know, if you're like me, you're gonna have these for the rest of your life. So why not get something good? And there are just so many cheap versions out there that are just gonna break, or it's not going to be a family heirloom piece, something that you can pass down to your children. So that's why I was excited to get these tools, but also just have a top shelf item like the Logrite. You know, all the pieces are replaceable, so if it breaks, you can fix it. You know, the tip comes off. The good thing about the Peavey is that when you're rolling logs, you can just stick it in the ground so you know where you left it, which is a problem for me. But I'm real excited to have Logrite here with Ohio Woodburner. I will put a link in the description below to their website. You can pick these up at your local saw shop, and they have a link on their website to all of the locations close to you that sell them. So I'm going to get the engine ready to fire up. I got this canvas cover for it, keep the rain off of it. Always check the oil before I start it. there you go, guys. That was a quick run of ash logs. These are going to get stacked out in the yard, and I'm going to make a delivery, and then I'm going to come right back here and get started all over again. You know, the Logrite tools really work. What I like is that Hookaroon. You know, there are times when a log is on the infeed and it just might have a knot, or it's catching somewhere, and it's hard to pull and work the lever, but this Hookaroon makes it easy. I can sink it into the log and pull. That's a home run. I've never used the Peavey before, so I have a lot of work to do to become accustomed with it, but this is really going to help me out a lot around the yard. I want to thank everyone for watching our videos. Please leave a comment down below. I love reading your thoughts. If you haven't done so, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel. We post videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Everyone, have a great day.